Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. I have my desktop audio off, so pardon me. We covered this on the morning live stream, but I thought I would do a more in depth one. So what we're looking at here today is Pulsera over on COREUM. For those of you not familiar with the COREUM network, this is the COREUM network, and these are the dApps that are built on the COREUM network. For me personally, I'm always more interested in what is built on it as opposed to the ecosystem token. Uh, Ecosystems come and go, particularly out here in the cosmos, man. And you know, I should put on the Juno shirt and clearly illustrate that. The build it and they will come ecosystems come and go out here in the cosmos, but it's what is built on these ecosystems that I have a lot more interest in. Now, clearly, I have to hold some of the ecosystem tokens. That's how you do business out here. But they're never my prime holders. My prime holders are something here. So this is the COREUM. These are the apps that are built on there. There's Pulsera is the first one. So I got pinged a couple times on the live stream, and they said, "Hey, go check it out." So here we go. Here's a very, 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 very top level, uh, meaning I've done effectively no research. I'm looking at this the way a new consumer would be looking at this. So if I have critique, it's because this is the first time I'm seeing it, but it's the same thing that everybody else is going to see. Anybody who's never heard of COREUM, never heard of you, that happens to end up here, this is what they're going to see. That's how we like to do our reviews fresh before I really, really take them apart. And that's exactly what this is. So let's go ahead and start with the Sarah token, which we can't actually see. So I don't know how old this is. I don't know how new this is. I have no idea when Pulsera launched. I don't know any of this. Uh, what I know is that this is one of the first things that a brand new consumer is going to do is they're going to come over here and start checking out your token. Now they cannot control CoinGecko, but this is where they're going to be going. It's where I went. So I have no idea the actual value of that token. I'm sure they're working it out, but again, I'm not critiquing here. I'm just pointing it out. So when you get over to the Dex, now I do have a couple critiques on this one, man. I'm sorry, but I'm going to point it out. We moved a little bit of money in earlier. Uh, on the live stream because I was just showing you how to do it. But as we're doing a video, let's go ahead and walk you all the way through it. You're going to need COREUM assets over here to do something. So I don't know if they can bridge in fiat. I don't know if they're utilizing Cato. If they are, I don't know where the hell the button is. I have no idea. If they do, that button should be right next to this one that says buy crypto. But I don't know if COREUM or any of these things are actually part of Cato. I hope that's in the works because if you're going to be doing this long term, you're going to have a place that people can go easily to buy crypto. So you're going to need some, and we'll just get it over here. I got a little bit over here on here we go. So let's go ahead and withdraw a little bit. We'll take 500 COREUM, and we're going to send it out there to Kepler. Now it's a native. Kepler is a native wallet for it. Works a treat. Very easy to hook up. Transaction successful. It'll be there when it's going to be there. And because it's an ecosystem token, it will automatically show up over in my balances. Where the hell? There was something over here. It before these showed up as and gave me a description of what they are, and now that seems to have gone away. Uh, oh yeah, there was the critique. That's what we were on. This is neat. Once the new proposal, I'm a big fan of governance. I'm a huge fan of governance. If we were honest in governance on these things here, a lot of stuff would be different out here. They tend to be controlled by just top level validators. They're going to decide what happens or what doesn't happen. The bulk of the teams will give Genesis delegations to very, very specific validators. You're going to see the 10 names across everything in the cosmos. They get the Genesis validations, and typically, now this is going to be hardcore, and I apologize for saying it, but it's more or less true. But typically, the Genesis validators are going to vote however the ecosystem says that they should vote, because if they don't, ecosystem's going to claw back their Genesis delegations, which they can do. And now you're sitting here. You went from number 6 to number 100 or completely out of the active set. So, as much as I do appreciate governance, I have a little bit of an issue with that. But this shows up a lot. Once is great. But it takes up the whole screen and it continues to show up. Odds are good. We're going to see that again. Okay, let's take a look at my assets. So we moved. Oh, look, there it is. Did you guys know there's a new proposal? Because there's a new proposal, and you're going to continue to see it over and over and over. Yeah, so there's the 500 corium that I moved over, plus a little bit that I had in there. Now, a couple of the questions that I had. One, I see on your tokens page that there are piles of them, lots and lots and lots of tokens. That's a good amount. That would be a very, very strong DEX considering some of the things. I don't know if these are tokens. I don't know if they're NFTs. I have no idea. Atom, I know, is a token. But when I come over here to swap, none of these exist. I can do a couple of them. I can do Atom USDC, of course. You better be able to do Atom and USDC over here. And the DEX token itself, Sarah, the ecosystem token, Corium. And probably their claim to fame, which I'm sure it is the fact that they're bridging in XRP. Now, you can trade it over here, but you cannot move it back or forth unless you have an XRP compatible wallet, or unless you keep something like this on your desktop at all times. This being my ledger, I do most of my business on my ledger, so it's not a hardship for me, but it might bring up some questions for some other people. Maybe a little bit of clarification. That would be cool. But these are the tokens that you can trade, which means these are the only liquidity pools. So I'm not real sure what all of this is. So if somebody can give me some clarity on this in the comments, which helps me, by the way, every time you comment, the video gets more views. Kind of funny how that works. People helping people. But we do have quite a few of them over here. I just can't trade them. But let's trade what their big one over here is going to be XRP. So trading is nice and simple. Let's do 200. I would love to see a dollar value breakout over here. I think that's great. Astrovault is really, really good about that. That's kind of their big thing. Um, if I come over here and look at my assets, it shows me the amount of assets, but not the value of the assets. I would like to see a dollar value up there, right there, so I know how much I'm trading. Now, here's why that's important. Uh, I'm going to see my slippage right now, just like that. If you give me a dollar value right here, I would love to see a dollar value. 200 Corium tokens is worth whatever, $19.38 here. We're going to trade it for 45 XRP, which is worth, and after fees, it's going to be worth 18.6 dollars or something like that. I would like to see something like that. If you got no, don't hide it. All right, put it out there. These are consumers. We don't really care so much about the individual token, but we care a whole lot about the value of the tokens. And right here, we can't see it. Now, this is close enough because I've been doing DeFi a long time. This is close enough. You do include the trading fees. That's cool. But and the spread and the trading fees, that's great. Dollar values, put them on there. So we'll make the swap. Gas fee over here is Corium, so you're trading in native token. That's our ecosystem token. That's fine. Costs are minimal, so gas under a penny, it's irrelevant. Uh, so that part does work. But yeah, that would be my only critique is right there. I would love to see that number right there, cash value of what I'm about to trade. We deal in cash. I get it's DeFi and tokens, but we I want to see the numbers. So that's a me thing. Bridging is oh, look, did you guys know there's a new proposal? Yeah, look, it's right there, and you're gonna see it lots and lots and lots more. So if you do want to bridge in XRP, you're gonna have to have, these are the wallets that they'll accept. So Solo Dex. Somebody mentioned this, and I'm gonna have to do a separate video on Solo, that they are aiming to be the new Mirror protocol out here. Now I have been a firm believer that the biggest loss during the Terra UST collapse, aside from all my money, was the disillusion of Mirror Protocol. We need it. So if that's the fact, then I'm going to come back and visit this. But Solo Ledger, I use a ledger, so it doesn't really matter. The Descent wallet, not familiar with it, and the Zaman wallet, I'm not familiar with that either. But that's what you're going to need if you actually want to bridge in here. So you're gonna just connect one of those wallets. I already got the Kepler, so we can bridge, and we're good to go. Now, where this breaks down just a little bit for me is, oh, did you know there's a new proposal? Yep, right there. Better vote. I don't. I almost want to stake and vote just to see if it'll clear that. All right, I get it. Thank you. This is a little bit confusing to me. Now, their numbers are not terrible. All right, total liquidity. I hope it's a new DEX or a newish DEX. The fact that I can't see that token over there on CoinGecko suggests to me that yes, it is a newer DEX. But their liquidity, it's not bad. It's not terrible. 24-hour volume is not bad at all. Total swaps. This is kind of cool. That they have all that. That's kind of neat. That's good information. But the thing that I don't have over here is an actual APR percentage. I don't know what I'm going to get for any of this. I have no idea. Now they explain it a little bit. If Where was that number? They explain it just a little bit if you do this. So it explains that what the APR APY calculation is and what that this number means. But I don't have a raw value. I have no idea what the APR APY is on this for me to provide liquidity. And it's kind of an important number. All right, we're taking the risk. Anybody who provides liquidity over here, the DEX is not taking the risk. All right, the liquidity provider, we're taking the risk. So if we're taking the risk by holding these tokens, then it would be in our interest to know if the risk is worth it based on the APR, and that's what we shop for. So adding liquidity is a piece of cake. The best, I want to say right now, again, top level, give me a break, but the best three pools on here are going to be XRP Solo, XRP Dex token, and XRP COREUM, but that's for the XRP. XRP has been, it's XRP. You're talking about a powerhouse here. So those would probably be the pools that will give me the most interest. Atom, you're always going to have a ecosystem index token, and you're going to have it against Atom. And this is any DEX I go to, they're all going to have that. So if I came over here again to Astrovault, I show you the pools. There is AXV Atom and AXV USDC. So you're always going to have DEX token paired with Atom, and it really doesn't matter what DEX you go to, it's always going to be there. If I go to Kajira, I'm going to see Kajira Atom tokens. But I would like to see, for me personally, I would like to see a Sarah USDC pairing. It's always good to have USDC on your DEX. It's always a really, really good idea. So I'd love to know that that's coming soon. But if I can't find that, then I'm going to pair up with what I consider a strong token on the other side, and it's going to be that. So let's just add some liquidity. Again, I did it earlier. I see that the rewards are accumulating, and with this many digits after the decimal, it's not hard to watch them go up. But adding liquidity is really, really easy. There's really nothing to it. So we'll put in 50 XRP. I don't know how much that is right now because I have no cash value here. Just saying. And we'll add up the liquidity. By adding this pool, your rewards will be automatically claimed. Would you like to proceed? Sure. I did it again. I just did this on the live stream. So we'll approve that in, bring it in, and now I assume this will be zeroed out and our number will start going up faster. Yes, so that is now zeroed out, and we claimed our Sarah. So now we can do something with Sarah. Let's take a look at Sarah Dust. Let's see what we can actually get for Sarah Dust. Let's see right there. Let's see how little it'll put. I got 0.0184, 0.018, and that'll put in 0.000063. So we're talking about dust. It's going to cost me more to make this transaction, but let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, it's about a penny. So I just lost money by putting in what is effectively less than a penny in here. But you know what? I'm creating transactions, man. All right, I'm doing the work. I'm making numbers go up. So yeah, there you go. All those are all just the very brief top-down features. This is neat because it shows you everything that's going on, and that's kind of cool. The assets page is pretty good. I would like to see, I see balance. I would love to see that next to the balance. There's my balance of Jackal tokens, and that's what they're worth. So I would like to see the balance of my tokens, and I'd like to see what they're worth next to it. I don't want to do the math. If it's here and I'm just not seeing it in settings or something like that, somebody again, please point it out. So anyway, top down, quick level review of Pulsera. I'll put it up on YouTube. I'll probably get about a dozen views over there. I'm not your guy. That's just it, man. As far as influencers, I'm not your guy. But interesting. I'll just leave it there. It is from a functionality standpoint, it's very functional DEX, man. It works. It's hopefully it's new. Uh, it could use a couple of little tweaks, but it's not awful. I've seen worse. So anyway, questions or comments, Scott at thepodcast.com. I answer any and all. And until next time, please stay safe and please be smart with your money, guys. Cheers.